Hello, everyone. Welcome. So glad to see you here. Hi, Julie and Miss Belle and Margie. Okay, that is just fine, Julie. Thanks for being here and listening. So today I've got the bear canvas, and whenever I finish with this is one that I'm going to do my start to finish on, because I've got all of this recorded of me diamond painting it, but it's just going to be one video. So, hi, Granny. How are you? Welcome. Okay, so I am really enjoying working on this little bear. It's actually turned out really, really cute. I did finish my bookmarks, and I did seal them. Normally I use the Memwax sealer, but instead, I know it's upside down. Maybe I should turn these around so y'all can see it. I could not get my camera to cooperate today. Good morning, Sandra. How are you? Miss Lizard, welcome. But anyway, I finished all of these. I think that they turned out really, really well. I'm going to keep one of them, and then the rest of them, I don't know what I'm going to do with yet. I thought about taking them to my grandkids' school and seeing if maybe they could give them away there to people students who might want them. But they are absolutely adorable. I hope y'all can hear me okay. I think I've got everything going. Hi, Tita. Hi, niece. Welcome. So glad to see you here. And of course, it would not be anything that I have if I didn't find a stardust hair on it. There was a stardust hair on there even after I sealed it. Oops. I guess that might be the one that I keep. But I did, before I get started working on this one, I did want to show y'all these. Granny showed some of these on her channel where I sent her my coloring sheet cover sheets that I was making. Okay, this set of them, let me turn it around so y'all can see it right side up. This set of them are not colored. They were just pictures that I found and made my cover sheets out of them. Those are all the same. And I can normally get about 6 to a page. And then I made some smaller ones of the Hello Spring. And these turned out a little bit smaller than what I wanted, but they're still cute. And then here are some that I colored. I'm using 2 of these ones on my diamond painting in the living room because I needed a smaller one so I wouldn't curl it up. So these were my St. Patrick's Day's one. And then I have some that I have not colored yet. And I've got to finish coloring and all that. Julie would love this one. Don't look away from the road though. But as soon as I get these colored, I will be making these into the cover sheets as well. And I make a copy of them before I cut them up and everything. That way, if I need more, I've got them. Got these little ones. And then it's a little late for this one, but I've got some shamrocks in different little designs. Okay, so this is another one that was made from just a picture. It wasn't one that I needed to color. I hate wasting the stickers on the other side, so I'm trying to find something to print on this other side so I can use that up, but I will. And then this was ones that I was just testing it on, so I do have these. And I guess I could write the number of the square in the middle, but it's going to take probably gel pens or something to color these to get these to work. And that's what the rest of them are. I've got other pictures on my computer, but I have not made them into cover sheets yet. And this is my favorite one. This is just an AI picture of me and my mom together. And I made these into cover sheets. So those are all the ones that I've made so far. I'm going to have to buy me some more of this sticker paper though soon. And I get the ones that are, the sticker is like half sheets. That way the back sheet, the one that the back of it that I print on doesn't come in strips. It took me forever to figure out which ones to order that would actually work. Yes, that is my favorite one out of all of those. I'm just, like I said, I want to try to use those stickers, and I think I found something to use some of them on. But I haven't done it yet. I've just been so busy. And I went to Cracker Barrel yesterday. Let's see if y'all can see this without me dumping my coffee. And they had this cute little adorable Stitch cup. I love Stitch. And it was on sale for 60% off. It was originally $10 and this was $4 whenever I got it. So I went ahead and got it. It's a huge coffee mug though. I can only pour it about halfway full. And get a drink of my coffee here. So what is everybody working on? I am actually working on getting a lot of my canvases completed that I've started. I would get y'all a picture of Bluebird's song, but it's, well, you know what? I've got my other phone. Let me see. I just have not. I'm going to do a video here very soon on this. Let me see if I can zoom this in and get a picture. Okay. I gotta close out my video on here that I was watching. I was watching the replay of Pampered with Diamonds and Have Coloring Books Will Travel. I was watching the replay of their live. But that is my Bluebird song completed. It turned out so pretty. And to answer your question, Miss Bell, the other night, I wasn't sure about it, but I only see two bluebirds in it. And then there is a rabbit right there. It's kind of weird looking rabbit. And then right there is the horse. But it turned out absolutely gorgeous. I love that picture. Once I got to the barn though, that is a lot of confetti. I bet that hummingbird is really pretty. It does look it does look funny. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun getting those done. I think I can pull the other ones down without, or a few of them anyway. Okay, maybe only these two that I have not shown completed. I'll have to put them back on here once I'm done. I'm going to take them off of the hanger. But I talked with Granny, and I think I'm going to start doing the, I talked to her, and since this was her idea, I'm not stealing it without asking permission. But I think I'm going to start doing some live unboxings of at least my Hobby Lobby kits. That way I can do one or two per video. They won't be very long at all, but it sounded so much fun whenever she was doing it. I want to try to do that. But anyway, here are the Valentine stickers that I did. And I know I haven't showed those yet. This, once I finish, I wonder if I could put that one in my printer. Maybe cut that to a size for the printer? Maybe. That might work. I don't know. I might have to check into that and check that out. See if that'll work. And of course, it would not be one of my canvases without some type of hair getting on it, either mine or Stardust. I did this one while I was camping. Yes, these were apps. I loved these ones, and I haven't been back to Hobby Lobby since I got back from camping. And then I had my cute little ladybug that I finished. And this one was one of my budget kits. It turned out okay. It looks a lot better in the camera than it does just looking at it from where I'm at, but right in here, I was a little disappointed in the face of it, but in the camera, it looks really good. Yeah, I've got a few rabbits. I got the Hobby Lobby rabbit. I might start on it pretty soon for Easter. But this one turned out really well. I had a spot while I was camping that it was entirely my fault. I put my arm down on it and the sticky went away. And I did not have baby wipes with me, so I tried a different tactic for it and it didn't work. Finally, like the day before I left, I went to the Dollar General and got some baby wipes so that I could complete this one. But it turned out really, really cute. In the living room, I'm starting to work on my stitch again. The one that I haven't been real happy with. But I've gotten like 3 squares in, and it's probably going to be put back up again. I might take it down once a week and do like three squares on it until I finish getting it done. Congrats, Miss Lizard. I know that one is hard to get. I got it at the Hobby Lobby near us before I went on vacation, before I went camping. And I heard from somebody else after that they weren't there anymore. And I went while I was up where I was camping at. They had a Hobby Lobby near there. I went in there a couple times. They didn't have it. And I could not find the patriotic stuff, and I could not find any St. Patrick's Day stuff. You know what? I actually thought about that same thing from Steve Urkel on, what was that show? I cannot remember that show's name. Was it Family Matters? I don't remember the name. But that is one of the first things that I thought of whenever I saw this bear for some reason. Get another drink of coffee. I got up this morning, I started diamond painting in the living room and lost track of time. And then I was watching Laura and Nancy's replay of their live. And I did the same thing again. Well, I wanted to try to, there was one of them that I wanted that I had saw, and there was one that I wanted, and I wanted to try to go ahead and get it before it did sell out. Because I only go to Fort Smith like maybe once a week. So sometimes it's a little bit in between whenever I can get there to actually pick stuff up. But I have got all kinds of special shapes and special drills for the village specials for next month. I've got all kinds of them, so hopefully I will get a lot of my special shapes and drills done. I've got a blue butterfly, I've got wreaths, I've got all kinds of stuff for spring. That is so cute, Miss Bill. Yes, he is absolutely adorable. But let's go ahead and get some drills on him. Let's see, which pen do I want to use? Start out with this one. I think I need one thing about using these Diamond Art Club Twist and Pick pens with the plastic placers and stuff is they don't quite go screw in as far as they do on these ones. So you have to fill them up more often from there. Because right now, well, maybe not. Maybe I already filled this one back up. But it was getting harder to turn. And once they start getting kind of hard to turn, I normally put more wax in them and it's fine. But yeah, so yesterday, I was looking through Facebook. I really don't post a whole lot on Facebook, but I was looking on there and I noticed that Chuck Norris passed away. I've got to go and watch your unboxing. I don't think I've watched your unboxing yet, Miss Bill. I was going to watch it last night and then I just got so tired. But anyway, I heard yesterday that Chuck Norris passed away yesterday. Whenever I was scrolling through Facebook. And that brought back so many memories to me because whenever Courtney was a little girl, I think she was like between 5 and 6 years old. It somewhere between 4 and 6 years old. And he used to play in Walker, Texas Ranger. And we would watch that show all the time. She knew who he was and everything. And for the longest time, Walker was her imaginary friend. So she would come in, she would ask for something to eat, and then she would ask for a second one for Walker. And that just brought back so many memories whenever I heard his name yesterday. But he was an absolutely wonderful actor. I loved watching him in shows. But that was the first thing that came to my mind on that whenever I heard that. But yeah, she probably wouldn't be too happy of me telling that story, but that's okay. I'm gonna have to tell it to her kids here soon. Because I don't know if they know about it. And then I started thinking about my other daughter. I think I've told this one before. My other daughter, we were living in a house in Hartman, and there was a spot in the house. We were kind of fixing it up as we went. And anyway, in this house, there was a hole in the living room floor. We had a half basement down below. And my Josh was down there fixing something or doing something in the basement, and my youngest daughter decided to stick her foot in there. And it was so funny. Josh was down in the basement part and he grabbed her foot, and all I could hear her yelling was, "A monster's got me, a monster's got me." And to this day, I still think about that and just start laughing. But it wasn't a monster, it was a nonster. I agree, Miss Bill. But yeah, it actually really surprised me whenever I saw that on Facebook, though. But I am gonna try to do the live unboxings. Hopefully, I can get my camera to cooperate, and it'll be the other way around, so you won't be looking at it upside down. But I don't know. I'm hoping that I can keep getting the StreamYard. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do that. But I love the way that you can put the chat on the screen. So now I don't have to worry about making sure that I set the chat for live replay. At least people will be able to see it on the screen if they need to. Because I always forget to go in there after I've set up the live and set up the live chat replay. You would think that it would do that automatically, but for some reason on mine it doesn't. Thank you so much, Miss Bell. But I'm trying to think of what else. What else happened this week? I know I did I recorded another morning coffee with V, but y'all haven't heard that one yet because I am still so far behind on posting videos. I've still got several recorded that I need to post. But the unboxing one, I may just go ahead and redo that as a live unboxing one. But I've got like 3 more morning coffees recorded, and then I still have not got around to doing my hack one. That one I might just turn into a short. I don't know yet. Morning, Kathy. How are you? Welcome. So glad that you can make it. I'm working on my bear, which Miss Bell has named Steve. He is absolutely adorable. I've just got parchment paper on this one because whenever I first started out on this, I was going to do it one color at a time. And I figured out about halfway through that was just not going to work for me. Because I need a little bit of sectioning off in this canvas for it not to drive me crazy trying to place the one drill at a time. And then I would finish up one color and then get the other color out, and I would find a section of those drills somewhere else on the canvas. That is great, Kathy. I hope you are having so much fun. I would love to have something like that around here. Absolutely love it, but there isn't anything. And that I know of anyway. There might be, I just may not know. But most of the time, stuff like that happens on the weekends. And since I work weekends, I wouldn't be able to go to it anyway. But not to get it wrong, I love working weekends. I love working 3 days a week and having the other 4 days off. I do track my steps per day. I don't always do the best at it, but I do track them. Speaking of which, I should have charged this morning. I may have to take a charger to work and charge it. My watch is like at 20%. But I use Granny's videos to watch them too. Whenever I watch her videos, I walk on the treadmill most of the time. Because whenever her video is over, it's close to an hour. Sometimes it's a little over, so I get few more steps in. But I watch her video every day and walk on the treadmill. And that's been helping some. Yesterday, I didn't, though. Yesterday, I just did not walk on the treadmill at all. I should have, but I didn't. I have seen a lot of people doing those temperature charts. I did not get one myself, but it seems really interesting. Our temperature here the last few weeks is so strange. Last week we were cold and in the 30s. Today it's supposed to be 90 degrees. With our bedroom slippers. I've heard you say something about that before, Miss Bell, too. But yeah, I'm trying to do good. This morning, though, whenever I weighed, let me make sure. I think it's 32 pounds down so far, but let me make sure. Because I was really surprised at where I was at this morning whenever I weighed. Because I started out at 250 pounds, which I hate to say that, but that's what it was. And now, I'm going to make sure. Well, no, I was wrong. It's 30. Let's see if we can get this in here so y'all can see it. That little blue thing, I don't think y'all can see it very well right there, but it's 33.2. So I'm down 33 pounds so far, which is absolutely wonderful. I'm so happy about that. Hopefully here pretty soon I'll start losing more around my waist. And then I can go clothes shopping. I don't want to buy any more clothes until I can actually till I can actually get the size that I want to be in. So I don't know. So far I'm not seeing a lot around my waist. I have seen a little bit, but not a whole lot. Yeah, my mom, she used to always wear, she would not even get out of her chair without putting on her shoes or some sort of that. And whenever she did, I would hear her feet kind of shuffling around too. Well, that is a good thing, Miss Lizard. Um, every little bit counts. Hi, Candace. How are you? I haven't seen you in a while. In fact, didn't you start a YouTube channel? I cannot remember. I haven't seen anything on that, I don't think. But YouTube is going through and unsubscribing people, I think, again. I would love, I'm doing good. I'm not going to get any, but I would love to have a Reese's cup. I have some stitch slippers that I wear around the house, but um I am not getting any notifications for your channel. I'm going to have to go check that out. Need to make a note to do that tonight while I'm at work. Yes, Miss Bell. It is hard to avoid it, and especially around Easter, because my absolutely favorite type of candy is the Starburst jelly beans. And I normally buy at least a couple of bags of those every time around Easter. Not going to be able to get that this year, but those are my absolute favorite. I love the Starburst jelly beans. With this app that I have, I've actually found a lot of stuff that I can eat that is not too bad, even though it is healthy, and it does let you get some stuff that isn't as healthy as other things. And the further I get along in the app, the more stuff it allows me to have. Hi, Laura. I was just before this live, I was just watching your replay with you and Nancy that y'all did yesterday. I hadn't got all the way through it. I'll finish it up while I'm at work tonight, but I don't think I'm getting very much of this bear done. Oh, those are so good too. They remind me so much of the Caramello bars. Before school, I used to go and get one of those Caramello bars every day. And then they would sell those candy bars at school for like band and stuff, and they would have a caramel and chocolate one. Yes, I have actually been eating a lot of salads. For some reason I'm craving salads this week. So I'm always buying lettuce and tomatoes and cucumbers. And I found the best thing to boil eggs in the air fryer. I don't know if y'all heard that, but I stepped on a cord. I've got to get the cords arranged in here some other way, but I stepped on the cord that my laptop was plugged into and pulled down it's like a little tower thing for my plugs. Here, I'll take a picture of it and show it to you. I pulled it down and it hit my coffee cup. Oops. I actually tried it, and you just put it in for put the eggs in there for on 360 degrees for 15 minutes. And whenever I did them the other day, they were just a little bit underdone, not too bad. So whenever I do it next time, I'm going to do it for 16 minutes, and I think it'll be perfect. I am not diabetic, but I'm sure I was well on my way to being diabetic. Yeah, it is simple. And like I said, at 15 minutes in my air fryer, because I've got one with the doors inside anyway, it didn't quite, they were just a hair underdone. So I figure 16 minutes on my air fryer, but the video that I watched said 15 minutes and they were almost perfect at that. So, yes, I absolutely love caramel and chocolate. In fact, I love caramel anytime, especially with ice cream. But I can't stand caramel in my coffee. I know that doesn't make it. I did, yes. I put them directly out of the fridge into the air fryer, and that might have been the problem. Maybe I should have let them sit out a little bit, but it worked out perfectly for me. So that's how I'm going to boil my eggs for my salads from now on. They peeled just like any of the others. I didn't have any problem with it. Once I got them out of the air fryer, I put it into a bowl of ice water and they peeled just fine. So I didn't have any problems with it at all. And I'm one that really I hate peeling the eggs after I boil them on the stove. So I eat for the stove. I even have one of those little egg timer things that I would throw in the water with it and it would change color to let me know when they were done. But it's just so much simpler just to toss them in the air fryer and do it that way. An egg cooker would probably be a good thing. Too, I don't have one. I think I might have had one at some point, but I use my air fryer all the time. In fact, I fixed my chicken legs in my air fryer last night. I made chicken legs and a broccoli. I'm going to say broccoli and carrots because I bought a bag that was supposed to be broccoli, carrots, and cauliflower. And whenever I fixed it, there was only like 2 pieces of cauliflower in that whole bag. The rest of it was broccoli and carrots. So, but I fixed my chicken legs last night, my broccoli and carrots, and what else? I fixed macaroni and cheese for the 2 Joshes. Yeah, it was almost perfect whenever I cooked them in the air fryer. I think today, whenever I fix them after this live to go with my salad tonight, they will be perfect because I'll put that extra minute on there. I will let y'all know how it turns out though. I just do not. I love all the little kitchen gadgets and stuff. I just don't have enough room in my kitchen to plug everything in or counter space for it. I'm lucky I have enough counter space for my deep fryer and my air fryer. Really? I may have to look into that, Miss Bell, because I hate peeling eggs. I've almost got these 11s done. I accomplished something. We can change colors here in a second. No, I got the bird one and the rose, the one where the rose is standing up, also with this black background. I cannot wait to work on those too. I think that those are going to look just as good as this one with the black background on it. Okay, let's see. Let's do, what number do we want to do now? Maybe the ones. But what else has been going on? Yesterday, I spent the day at the park, and I really intended to go hiking on the trail that they have at the park that I go to whenever Joshua is at work. But I realized that I wore my, what are they called? My Hey Dude shoes. And those do not work very well whenever you're hiking. They're really, really comfortable shoes to wear around the house and whenever I go to work and all that. But on a hiking trail, you feel every rock or anything like that that you step on. So I meant to change out to different shoes and I didn't. So I didn't get to go and do my hike yesterday, but I will probably do it next week. No, which one is it? I'm afraid to ask. Is it one of the houses? Y'all are going to make me go and look at that before I leave for work today. I do have a gift card that Tita sent me. So I could possibly. I'm going to have to go look at it anyway. I'm really waiting on the bookstore one. I bet that one is absolutely adorable. I'm waiting on the bookstore one to restock. I cannot wait. I have to have that bookstore one. Absolutely have to have that one. And then if they come out, I believe, I remember, I'm almost positive there was a coffee shop one. I could be wrong. But in his paintings, I think he did a coffee shop one too. And if that's the case, that will definitely be one that I have to have as well. So I'm just biding my time waiting. I cannot wait to get those though. I spent way too much this last month, so I've got to really calm down on the spending right now. It might have to go on my wish list if it's one that I really like. If it's really cute, then I can almost guarantee if it's a Spangler, it's going on my wish list. There's only like 2 Spangler paintings that I really didn't care for at all. And I almost broke down and bought the mystery painting that came out last week, but by the time I got over there to buy it, it was sold out. So that was a sign to me that I didn't need to buy it. I bet that's pretty. I like a lot of her work, but I have not, I don't think I have one Dakota. I don't think I have any. There was one that I really wanted a while back that had, I believe it was her. It had a bunch of animals in it, and it was hidden throughout the paintings. And I really wanted that one, but I never did get it. But I've got so many paintings going on right now, and I do have a bunch of my budget ones that I've picked out that I'm going to do this year. I've got all the drills setting with them and ready to go. So after I finish this one, I don't know if I'll pick one of those to do or if I'll do one of my special canvases. I love all your paintings, Miss Bill. There are a few on Amazon. I have not bought any of the Randall Spanglers that have been on Amazon yet. Notice that word, yet. I'm going to get them soon, but there was another of the. Why can I not remember artists' names today? There was another cat one on there, I think, that was by Jeremiah Kettner. I got the purple one, the purple and blue cat, but there was another one that they just released. You got a colorful dog? I've got a couple of those. I've got the Hobby Lobby one. Hold on a second. I might be able to find it here in my budget ones. I'll show you a couple of the budget ones that I'm going to do this year that I have picked out. I have this one that's called Sled Puppies. And I think that that is going to turn out absolutely adorable. It's only 18 colors. And this one is 22 colors. And I cannot wait to do this one too. I think that this one is just so adorable. And I'm really hoping it turns out. Those are two of the colorful, or one colorful puppy one. Yes, I love that Sled Puppies one. So I'm thinking about after I finish this one, I may kit up one of those. And then I'm trying to make sure that I have a special canvas or a budget one and a Randall Spangler besides my year-long one, and then another canvas all going at once. So I have plenty to pick from whenever I want to decide to work on a diamond painting. Just depends what mood I'm in. Yes, I love that one. I may start on it next. I don't know yet, but I need smaller canvases to do whenever I'm out and about. Like these bookmarks. I finished the last one while I was in the car waiting on Joshua to get off work yesterday. Finally got these done, and I did seal these. I don't know if I mentioned that. I may have. Okay, Miss Bell, I am almost done with this one, so once I finish it, I'll kit up the Sled Puppies. I was so tempted to get that mystery box too, And I'm always tempted on those because not so much for the other paintings that come in them, but for the mystery paintings, because they have certain mystery paintings that you can only get in those mystery boxes. And I love mystery paintings. And that always tempts me to want to get those. And I never do, because with Diamond Art Club, they don't guarantee that you won't get one that you already have. At least when Dreamer Designs does that, they, I think, or at least they used to say that it would not be a duplicate of the ones that you've already gotten. I think which one of these should I keep? Now, this kind of looks like a short-haired Stardust one, but I'm really thinking about keeping the Grumpy Cat one. And I don't know if it's because of the purple with the pink tassel on it, but I can't decide which one of those two I want to keep. But, oh, well, I was telling you about these. I don't know if I mentioned it in the beginning. I actually used the sealer from Hobby Lobby to seal these, and it actually left a really good shine on these drills and stuff. So it wasn't a bad sealer at all. Whenever I bought that sealer, I thought I was getting something like Dot Stick, but it was actually a sealer. And since I did not want to go outside yesterday and do these, since it was nighttime whenever I sealed them, I used that instead of my Minwax. I think it was this one. I tried to pull it off. Now I can't see it on there. Oh no, don't do that. I almost laid those tassels down on the sticky part of that canvas. Let's cover that up for a minute. I think it was this one that had the Stardust hair in it after I'd already sealed it, but I don't see it now. Maybe I got all of it off of there. Cute little blue one. Bye, Candace. Thank you so much for stopping by. We will be leaving here in just a few minutes. I can't believe it's already been almost an hour. We've only got like two minutes left, and it's been an hour that we've been on here. I'd actually thought about not putting the tassels on here and using that hole in there to hang them on my tree. But I love reading, and I'm trying to read a few actual physical books instead of the off of my Kindle app and stuff. So I thought that I would go ahead and make them into the bookmarks. But I might get another set. If I can find a set that has like dogs on it to go with these, that would be really nice. Or actually any type of animal would be okay. Yes, I read a lot of books off of Kindle. And I know a lot of people cannot stand the automated voice from the Kindle and stuff like that, but I do have Alexa to read a lot of books to me while I'm at work. So I know a lot of people can't stand that voice, and that's okay. It's everybody's opinion, but I love the fact that I can listen to them whenever I don't have time to read. I need to get me another actual Kindle itself. I don't know why, but I really want to get one of the Kindle Paperwhite. Paperwhite, is that right? But so that I can take notes and stuff on it too. I love audiobooks. I love reading books. I love any type of books I can get my hands on, basically. Yes, I really want to get one of those, but I just don't understand why they are so expensive. But I really do want to get one. Maybe one day. I like mystery books. I listen to a lot of the cozy mysteries while I'm at work because they're actually pretty much work appropriate. I listen to a lot of the Miss Marple stories on YouTube. And then I I also read a lot of the paranormal romance and just all different kinds of books. I love the paranormal romance though, but a lot of those are not work appropriate. So I have to be careful what I listen to at work because about halfway through the night, my glasses die as far as the earbuds in my glasses because I have the Alexa glasses that I wear at work to listen to everything, but about halfway through the night they are no longer have battery left. Okay, well, we are past our hour. Yes, I'm still working on my sticker books. I have not, I think I don't have them close to me. I've only completed one more, but a lot of times I'll do those during my lunch break, especially the smaller ones. Now, the one that Granny sent me, it takes me a little longer to do those, so normally I can get one picture of those done maybe in a weekend working on them on my lunch breaks. But yes, I'm still working on my sticker books. Yes, I've got to go and get ready for work. I definitely didn't get much of this done today on this, but I will be doing a start to finish on this. I don't know if I'll put this little section that I did in it because I didn't get a whole lot done. So anyway, I've had so much fun today. I will see all of y'all next week. Everyone take care. And if you don't mind, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. I think everybody in here is already subscribed though. Anyway, everyone take care and I'll see you next time. Bye everyone.